Today. Yes.
The Environmental Protection Agency keeps tabs on the cleanliness of our nation's air and water. Now it's accused of treating some of its minority employees downright dirty. Diana Olick reports.
Marsha Coleman-Adebayo has been a senior analyst at the EPA for 10 years, and she claims it has been a decade of discrimination.
I was an intruder in their world. I could participate in high-level staff meetings, I was told, only because my colleagues regarded me as an honorary white man. And I must admit, I was so stunned. I remember hearing the laughter from around the table.
Coleman-Adebayo filed suit, and a jury awarded her $600,000. This week, she and other employees took their case to Congress and took on EPA Chief Carol Browner. One Chicago employee claimed he was often forced to serve as Browner's driver because he is black.
At that point, I did feel the driving Miss Daisy syndrome.
Browner was visibly shaken when Republican Congressman Mark Sanford took his side.
And I think the phrase was, "I wanted the black guy to drive me." That is deeply offensive to me.
Perhaps people behaved poorly, perhaps they had ulterior motives. It's the political season.
Browner told us she was unaware of any complaints.
We've more than doubled the number of minorities in our top ranks. We have the highest level ever of minorities, African Americans, women, Hispanics in our most senior ranks.
There are human beings behind these numbers, and we're in pain. And what difference does it make if you bring 2 million of us to this agency and we're all living in hell?
Coleman-Adebayo says there are more like her, just afraid to come forward. Carol Browner says one complaint is enough. And while she believes the Republican-led hearing may have been politically motivated, she does not deny the EPA may need to clean some of its own house. Julie?
Diana Olick in Washington, thank you.
We are not here today simply because a jury recently found that the EPA discriminated against a female African-American PhD employee. As Administrator Browner is well aware, this committee has been looking into allegations of intolerance at the EPA for over a year. The EPA retaliated against them for talking to Congress. I wrote and asked the EPA to investigate these claims. The EPA's investigation consisted of asking the very managers accused of retaliation what happened. The managers dismissed the claims, and EPA, never talking to the employees making the allegations, accepted the manager's version of events. The Department of Labor's Office of Safety and Health ruled in favor of Dr. Rose Russo. OSHA found this transfer, along with other EPA acts, retaliatory. Diversity is not the issue. Harassment, retaliation, and discrimination are the issues.
My name is Marsha Coleman-Adebayo. I'm a senior policy analyst at EPA and co-founder, along with Selwyn Cox, of the EPA Victims of Racial Discrimination Group. I was repeatedly told that managers considered me uppity and much too aggressive for a woman. I wrote to Ms. Browner, asking her to please intervene on my behalf to stop the harassment. Finally, on August 18th of this year, a jury of the U.S. District Court in Washington found that the EPA and its administrator violated Title VII of the U.S. Civil Rights Act. The jury found the agency guilty of racism, sexism, color discrimination, and creating a hostile work environment.
You could take your dog to EPA. If you treat your dog bad at EPA, like some of the black people, you will be in jail for treating that dog like that, or your cat. But if you treat black people, you're promoted, rewarded, and move forward.